Hello, today I'm going to come to you again with Are You Seeking Gainful Employment Part 2? Yes, I'm talking to you. You that are in transition from being unemployed to being employed. You want gainful employment. Now, one of the things that you need to realize before you even get employed is you need preparation for the interview. Some companies give one interview, some companies give two for various reasons. So you need to be mentally and emotionally prepared for that event because it's vitally important. Remember things like as soon as you go into the office, the building, the interview begins. Speak kindly to the secretary. No small talk with the secretary. Do not read books, magazines. Turn off your phone. Sit up straight. Smile at the secretary or anyone else that comes in because you never know who's passing through that area. All of these are social engagement skills that you have to use for interview preparation. Another thing is this: when you leave the house, try your utmost best to be driving in that vehicle by yourself. If you're on the train, the bus, or the subway, one of the best things I find is not to talk to other people. If someone speaks, of course, you speak back out of kindness and politeness and respect. But to hold a regular conversation is not a good way to focus. You have to be 100% focused on your goal. And your goal is not only to get to the interview, but to get through the interview and to be gainfully employed with that organization. So you need that preparation. Ladies, you have to watch how you present yourself. Men, don't wear any cologne because sometimes cologne can be offensive to the interviewer. It could have an allergic reaction and it irritates and disrupts the flow between you and the interviewer and you. You want this to be a great, awesome experience, an experience that the interviewer remembers you as being unique and totally different from any other candidate. Again, I relate to the precious metals, the gold and the silver, the palladium, the rhodium, the plutonium. And then someone takes a piece of painite, which sells between $50,000 and $70,000 on the market per carat. That painite is going to outshine the gold and the silver. One, it's not a precious metal, it's a rare, precious gem. It's going to stand out. So you want to do things that cause you to stand out. And interview preparation is a psychological, emotional strategy. Yes, it's a strategy. All sports have strategies. Every business, the way it's run, has various business models and strategies. You need a strategy. What are you going to say when they ask you, tell me the history of our company? Or they may say, tell me a little bit about yourself. Don't say you like sports and this, that, and the other. You want something relative to the role that you attempt to get into. When they ask you questions like, what is your weakness? What is your greatest strength? Why should I hire you? What are you going to say? These are some of the basic questions that interviewers often ask. And if you've been unemployed for a while, they may ask you, I see here that there's some gaps between 2018 and 2020. What have you been doing during that time? You have to have a relevant an authoritative, and an influential answer. Your answer has to have some impact, some effect, like someone pinches you real hard. That interviewer has to feel it down in their mind and in their soul that, yes, this is the candidate we need inside this company to push us forward. Now, there are other questions as I look at my notes that may come up. They may ask you, tell me about your ability to work under pressure. They're looking for a certain answer. What are your expectations from this company? Now, if you're a manager, they're going to say, or may say, describe your management style. This other question goes across the board, whether you're a manager or not. Are you a team player? You need to have an answer to these. What irritates you the most about your coworkers? What books do you like to read? What are some of your hobbies? What keeps you up at night? Now, other things are, do you have any questions for me? You need to have a pencil or a pen and a pad, and you need to have at least 3 important questions for the interviewer. You need to have them. So brainstorm questions, or you can reach me at area code 203-812-9082 and text the words interview help. Again, that's area code 203-812-9082 and text the words interview help, because you need gainful employment. You need to take care of your family. You may want to go back to school, or you may have some bills with loans and medical bills along those lines to be cleared. And you need to get active now, not later. So you have to do your best. Then they may ask you, why are you interested in this company? Why aren't you going down the street over there, over there? Why are you interested in us? Again, a pertinent answer is important. What do you think makes you a good fit for either this company or this position? Now, these are manager questions now. Tell me about your last review and what areas did you need to improve on? They're looking for a certain answer. How old were you when you received your first paying job? Managers we're talking to, C-level executives, CEOs, COOs, supervisors, assistant managers, people in leadership positions. This is for you now. Now, they may ask you, concerning your career, which would you choose best, to be an IPO employee at Google? And everybody loves Google. Would you desire to be a 20-year veteran at IBM, or would you desire to be an Apollo 13 member? You think about the answer. I know the answer. And I'm here to help you to get through these interviews. But these are for managers now. Now they may ask you, I want you to tell me about a single project. Take me through that project from the problem to how you resolved or solved the issue. It may be between a distributor and a vendor, a buyer and a seller, if you're involved with the real estate, if you're a broker. You have to have these answers. Because if you don't, then they're going to move you out of the line. And they're going to have someone else in that company, in that organization, to help them, and they become compensated for it. So you lose out. And you don't want to do that. Other things, always at the end of the interview, shake the interviewer's hand, thank the interviewer rather. You can send an email to them. You can send a thank you letter or note telling them how you enjoyed the interview and you hope that you're, can be considered to get on board. You can do follow up with the major decision makers there. Excuse me. These are the things that you want to do. Again, it's a strategy. So what else might they say? What is the best advice that you received during your career? Or what is the worst advice that you ever received during your career? So you want to have yourself together. So again, remember, on your way to the interview, it's good to play classical music, something calm, or even take a short walk where it's quiet. You want to settle your nerves. I have many years of social engagement. I've taught Sunday school for 17 years. I work with various pastors for many years. I've done outreach work with the homeless, the hungry, hospital visitations, and I still do them. I've been to the Leeway Hospital on State Street in New Haven, Connecticut. And for those of you that don't know, that's where AIDS patients are taken for their last stage. Talking about be under pressure. That's serious pressure. I felt their pain. I've seen the tears. I've come to see one person one day and come back and they're gone. What are you saying? You can trust me to help you to get through these interviews because many of you are looking for gainful employment, and interview preparation is a major key. Again, ladies, watch the cleavage. Look the interviewer straight in the eye if it's a male. Men, if it's a woman, shake her hand firmly, but not too firm because you don't want her to go underneath the breath. Ouch. What is he trying to do? Keep your focus, men, on the interview. You don't want to look at the woman interviewer and hear the Commodore song, She's a Brick House. She's a mighty, mighty. She's a brick. The young people say, back that thing up. Nope, you don't want to do that. You want to look at her as another professional. This is a woman who has a door open for me to come in and be responsible, be respectful, have moral values. And that's another thing. Knowing the culture of the organization, whether you're coming in on an entry level, immediate level, or management or supervisor level, you need to know the culture of the company. And that goes back to tell me a little bit about us. When you want to know something about how to fix a carburetor in a car, guys, what do? You ask somebody else and you research it. Ladies, when you want to know about how to lose weight or how someone got on a certain diet or what it feels like to have your first child, you do what? You research it and talk to someone who's been through it. So research is very important. Being calm is very important. Eye contact is very important. And you have to listen to the question and hear what they don't say. Now we're talking about active listening skills. In the martial arts, we call it sensitivity or situational awareness. There's 22 business principles that are taught in every system of the martial arts. And all of those principles are used in every business, even with the drug dealer. Oh yeah, the drug dealer's aware from his situation. Are the cops coming? I might have to hide this package. Is Pookie and them coming? They may be trying to take me out. So being aware of your situation and even this situation awareness I'm talking about, you walk by someone, you get a good feeling. They may not say anything, but you get a good feeling. Their vibe or energy is telling you that they're okay. Then you walk by somebody, you're on the subway, getting ready to get on the bus or the train, and you say, whoa, what was that? Danger, red flag. You heard evil. You heard that person is wicked. You sensed something negative. It's the same thing in an interview. The interviewer, a good one, can sense when you're faking, when you're lying, when you're putting on a front. So you have to be you. There was a song years ago by somebody very famous. He said, I gotta be me. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Da 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 da. No, I don't do opera. But it's just to help you to get through the interview and have some humor. In other words, when you go in a cheerful mode, go in a focus mode. Don't go in a, you don't want to be tense. You want to be relaxed and be yourself. So again, if you need assistance in interview preparation, I'm here to help you. Whether it's an entry level, immediate level, or management level, and I deal with people in the C-level management position all the time. If you look me up on LinkedIn, you'll see the people that I work with and have worked with. They're not beginners. I've been at this over 20 years. Where have you been? Well, I've been working on other projects. And now it's time to come forth and let you know that if you're seeking gainful employment, text me at area code 203-812-9082. And you can text the words interview help, interview preparation. Just make sure you have the word interview in there, and I will respond to you A.S.A.P. I will empower you and fire you up to get that gainful employment. Come on now. Reach out and touch your phone so I can help you be gainfully employed. Bye bye.